All right. Hi, Jeff, and anybody else that's following this. Um, so last evening I posted a video where I managed to get the video stream working, but it lags enormously. I'm using Python's from collections deque, and deque is supposed to be able to. I have a max length set of whatever I'm using, whether it's 1, 3, 5. It doesn't seem to make much difference. The problem is that despite the fact that I'm using deque for my images, the queue seems to grow continually. And the evidence for that has been that the delay between the images received is enormous. And again, let me drag this out here. Um, you can see on the actual visual acquisition system, which is running a Raspberry Pi Compute Module 3, which is pretty much the same as a or a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus. It's there. It's as fast as it can be. I'm running a tenth of a second delay, so I'm running roughly 10 frames per second, and it's fine. The image receiver on this is not having any significant lag. And again, the reason it's jumping all over the place is because the eyeballs, when they're not recognizing faces and everything else, which I've got turned up, they run just a random scan pattern, so they look like normal human eyes instead of staring straight forward instead of robot eyes. So anyway, let me get this off the screen. So here's what I've got going on. I have set up my image hub prior to the loop, and then I have set up my image queue variable to be a deque with a max length of 5. Now what I've done here is, in addition to having the image queue receiving the image from ZMQ's image hub receive image, I have also set it so that when I'm not running in the background, it will print the length of the image queue variable. Theoretically, that should never go above whatever I've got it set to, 5. So let's go here and do this right here. So on this one here, I've got it set up to run it, and on this one here, I'm going to set it up to get my process ID. So, all right, so here we go. So I'm going to set up the receiver, and there it is, and it's running. Now, take a look at the lag on the video. I believe that the way this thing records my video, you can actually see what I'm doing. I'm going to drag this one over into the window, and so you can see the difference in the lag. But I'm going to get that out of there because I don't want this thing to crash anytime soon. Now up here, I've got it printing the length of the image underscore Q variable, and it's always staying as like 1 or 2. But if you look at over here, what it's doing, hand up, hand down, it's way behind. So there's still a queue building despite the fact that the images should be in a deque thing. I'm going to find my thing, 1394 minus 9, 1394. I'm going to kill that before it winds up freezing the whole thing. So now this is the image, the issue that I'm looking at. That thing right there, printing of the length of the image queue, there it is. It never goes above 1. I think I did see it occasionally go to 2 at one point, but either way, it's, there we go. And I don't understand why it's behaving as if the queue is building, because it gets slower and slower, but yet the it's telling me that the queue in the image queue variable, which is a deque, it's telling me that there's only one in there at any given time. And I've tried that. I've tried max length of everything from uh, 1 to 25, and the results are the same. So I don't know what's going on. I still feel like this is the right path to head down, but yeah, uh, my speech recognition is spot on. She gets everything that I say just about perfectly, except for when she listens to the news channel that I have on, and then the results are interesting. So basically, I need some insight into what's going on. The deque function seems to be set up correctly, but I'm thinking I must not be using it correctly in some way, because the queue is obviously building because of the increasing delay between the live imagery and the processed imagery. Something's happening. There's a queue that's being looked at that is in excess of what the image underscore queue variable is presenting, and I do not know why, and I need some help. So thank you very much for looking at this. I am at my wit's end, and I appreciate any feedback that you can provide. I hope you're all staying well, staying healthy. Um, Life's weird. Let's see if we can figure this out. Thanks very much.